Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, my version of Jeskai Control. So I see a lot of people play Jeskai Control with Shiko and one Jeskai Revelation. And I am super greedy, so I want to run a deck with two Jeskai Revelations and also 4 Shiko. But the problem with that is, well, you die very early in a lot of aggressive matchups, and what I don't like in this deck is temporary lockdown. I see everyone running temporary lockdown because of Cori-Steel, and I irrevocably denounce that card for this deck. I'm not saying that it's bad. In fact, I think it's pretty good. But a lot of the problem that I noticed with temporary lockdown is that the gameplay is too hinged on that lockdown. And when you're playing the lockdown on turn 3, if you're not, getting rid of all of your opponent's hand and board, they're just going to rebuild and you will die anyways. But I did come up with a different version that doesn't rely on the lockdown. And what I always do is Authority of the Consul versus plus Split Up. So here's how this deck works, right? We're gonna Authority for our opponent's creatures to come into play tapped, and then we're going to Split Up to blow up all of their tapped creatures. So if they're doing Cori-Steel, got blown up. If they're aggro in any way, if they got pixies and anything else, they're all going to get blown up. And the best combo is because Authority makes our opponent's creature come into play tapped. And if our opponent's aggro, their creatures that didn't come into play this turn is probably going to turn sideways to attack us. And when we're playing Split Up on turn 3, it will get rid of their entire board. Not only that, after turn 3, if they're playing any more creatures, they're all going to come into play tapped. So we get a free turn 4 to try to breathe a little and maybe cast our Beza to gain life, or build up a stock up, or hold up a Lightning Helix if we can. That is the idea of this deck, right? I really wanted to see if this version can do better than the temporary lockdown version. So here is how this Jeskai Control deck works. Turn 1, well, we got the 3 Authority to Consuls. Just Authority, nothing else turn 1, because we have a lot of tap lands that we might want to get around in, especially the Surveil lands. Then, turn 2, we have 3 Get Lost. In case we're playing against Annex, this will be very important. We have 3 Dispelling Exhale. If our opponent's control, we need to have some way to counter their plays. We have 2 Abrade, so you can fight the Cori-Steels, killing their Cori-Steel Cutter, or maybe a Simulacrum Synthesizer. There are several artifacts in the metagame right now that's a little bit more disruptive than what we had before Tarkir. Well, what we really cared about before Tarkir. And then we have 4 Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix is going to be very useful for us to not die. And one of the biggest things that I found out, well, I didn't find out, but I realized is Mono Red has a lot of Screaming Nemesis. So Lightning Helix is a great removal against anything but Screaming Nemesis. And that's also why Authority to Console can come in, right? This taps out the Screaming Nemesis the turn it comes in, so they can't attack us, and then we can get lost it or split up so it doesn't get a chance to hit us. That's very important in my opinion. But Lightning Helix definitely hits everything else. 2 mana, gain 3 life, deal 3 damage, beautiful card. Then turn 3, we got 2 3 steps ahead for counterspell, 3 split ups, and 4 stock ups. So lots of ups. Card draw, board wipe, and the best thing about 3 steps ahead I'll talk about later, but in the worst case scenario, it's a 3 mana counter target spell, so cancel. Turn 4, we got 2 Beza. I actually cut down the number of Bezas because, well, we got a lot of life gain from the Authority already, and we have stock up for card draw. So Beza is really just there in case we needed even more burst life gain. It's not that great, but it's not bad, so it's in the deck. And then we have 4 Shiko, Paragon of the Way. That is definitely the way. Right? You have to have 4 Shiko in the Shiko deck. And then going further beyond, we have 1 Meringue for card draw at the Coil and Catch. Catch and release, or 6 mana for a flying big beast-stick dragon. We also have 1 Chandra, Hope's Beacon, to double damage, or double spell for our double damage on the Lightning Helix, or more importantly, 2 Jeskai Revelation. Right, we can return a spell, deal 4 damage, create 2 1/1 monk, and draw 2 cards, and gain 4 life. It's got everything in one package. We're gonna even copy it with Chandra for insane power, but just playing a Revelation usually is very strong and good enough to get things through. So that's all of our non-land cards. Then the land base, we're going to have 26 lands, obviously, control deck. So 3 plains, 3 islands, 1 mountain, and 1 Cori Mountain Monastery. So it's going to come into play untap if we control a plain or an island. And we can tap 4, well, it's a red mana, but we can also tap 4, tap it to exile the top card of our library, and we'll be able to play it until the end of our next turn. So kind of a burst draw. Then, of course, Jeskai, we have to have a lot of non-basic lands. So for blue-white, we have 4 Floodfarm Verge and 3 Meticulous Archive. For red-blue, we have 3 River Pyre Verge and 2 Thundering Falls. And then for red-white, we have 3 Sunbillow Verge. Let me move over here. Sunbillow Verge and 2 Elegant Parlor. I don't like how Arena forces this to go in alphabetical order, because what I wanted to show is that there's 4 Verge here, 3 Verge here, and 3 Verge here. There's 3 Surveil lands, 2 Surveil lands here, and 2 Surveil lands here. So we have exactly 1 more Verge than Surveil land for each of the combination of colors, because, well, we just need 1 Surveil land to, turn on the Verges, and then the Verges will be able to get us there. We also have 1 Fabled Passage to get us the basic land color that we want. There's also a lot of decks that try to basic check us, so 7 basic lands will make sure that we don't get basic checked that easily. And then, of course, this deck should be able to push through because we have early game life gain and interaction. We have mid game sort of tempo, and we have late game super value cards. So this, normal Jeskai deck should be able to get there. We even have counter spells in Dispelling Exhale and 3 steps ahead in case our opponent's Omniscience. We have some ways to interact with those kind of combo decks. So that's the whole idea of the deck. Now let's go see how this deck will do. Alright, our opponent is the Dberg. Change that ER to an A, and we know what our opponent is. Oh, this is a terrible hand. Going second, but I'm gonna try to keep. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep. Who knows? Oh, Authority is okay. Authority is okay against aggro. Yeah. Manifold Mouse. That's scary. Gotta get rid of that. Cannot play on curve. Gotta get rid of the mouse. And then we see what happens. I don't know, do I keep up a counterspell even? 2 counterspells going second is not good, huh? Also, they got that going for them. Which is nice. Don't think I can afford to stock up here. Can I just take too much damage if I try to stock up? Do I take too much damage if I just try to stock up? There's a split, and I guess we'll take a Verge. I need some untapped lands. And we'll hope for the best. Oh, I'm hoping. Ruckus. Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of damage here. 6, 7 damage? That's a lot. He's got a protection spell. For all tap creatures. Protection spell is not going to help you when it's 4 wiping time. And then, don't charge me, bro. Yeah, that stock up was right. If I didn't stock up there, I don't think I would have gotten the cards I needed. Oh! Well then. You're going to let me have all this mana? And double Shiko? Okay. All your spells getting countered. Or you could just not play anything. That's also cool with me. I'm cool. Stock up again. Alright, let's get a Helix and a land. Not going to be able to double counter, but this is fine. Is they okay with me? Optimistic Scavenger. They can count unless they pay 4. Do I just counter unless they pay 4? Hold on a second. And then what happens? I have to flash back a split up if they charge at me. Counter unless you pay 4. They can't charge at me, so I'm fine. They paid. Now they're tapped out. They paid all of their mana to give me life. I will take it. Shiko does stock up, right? I can just Abrade it. But I want to stock up. I want to get some value out of my cards, maybe. Jeskai, or no, Fabled Passage is pretty good. I don't know if I want a second Revelation here. How important is that? I mean, Revelation is just kind of game over, so might as well take it. Get a red mana. You know, Helix your scavenger. There. Not so optimistic anymore. GG. GG. Poppers. Alright, our opponent is Boonsteak. Cool. There's a big boom with his steak. Whatever that means. We go first. We got X. I mean, we keep right with an exhale. It's pretty good. How you doing? How you doing? Alright, 5 lands. Needs to go. Okay, we're already gonna get ratted. Rats are coming. 6 lands. Fine. We do have a lot of lands in the deck, so I guess it's... I deserve it. Mana full mouse. Yeah, none of that. 0. Counter it anyways. Okay. Let's load up another counter spell. Optimistic Scavenger. Do we let the Scavenge go through? It's not great, but this will give me a fish. What does this do? Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1. You may cast this card from your graveyard at max speed. I mean, I don't want to see that. Too many things going on. Now I get the Authority. I think I'll Fable. Try to thin out the deck, but I'll probably draw another land after thinning out the deck. Red, right? Jeff Bezos, CEO entrepreneur. Gets an Abrade. Abrade's pretty good, but he probably has like Shelter or something. Another Scavenger. Here comes the Shelter. Ethereal Armor for the first strike. The 4/4 first striker. 5/5 first striker. Yeah, that's 6/6 first strike. I mean, let's see if they have Monster Raid. They don't. Stock it up first. Maybe I'll get something good here. Wow. Lands galore. Okay, fine. Jesus. How many lands can I get? That's a lot of lands. And no split ups. I mean, that was like 5 lands to put it in the bottom of the deck. There's definitely a monster break now, isn't there? No? Is that all you got? Oh, I got a Get Lost. I do want that stock up. So, if it's 2 mana Abrade into a 2 mana Get Lost, I could play the Authorities here. Let's see what his interaction plays actually are. Manifold Mouse. It's gonna give me the life. And I'm gonna Abrade the Manifold Mouse. There it's gone. No interactions. Alright. Come at me, bro. Pass the block. Did you take out the armor? Let's just take out the armor. You can't interact with the armor. Okay, that was dumb. For some reason I thought it was like no pumps. Gonna pump some more. All on the Heartfire hero. Okay. Stock it up. Split up. And Revelation. Throw all tap creatures. I have to take that 6, but hey, you know, that creature's gone. Now I don't have to worry about that creature. Emberheart Challenger. Came to play tap. Thanks for the life. Haha! Gotcha. Ooh, a Shiko. You know what? Shiko's better than Revelation right now. Because I can just split this up. That was a mistake, but I covered my mistake. No stake for you. They're all tap creatures. Look, all your creatures are tapped. Maybe you shouldn't have your creatures in the battlefield tapped, huh? Have you thought about that? That's just bad play. Why would you have your creatures into the battlefield tapped? See, again. That's not how you play creatures. They should be untapped. What are you doing? I'm being facetious. Also, I'm getting a lot of life. Feathered Flight. Cool. What a big creature. More? Shelter by Ghost. Even better. Takes out my Shiko. I don't think they're gonna like where this is going. Might as well play this way. Alright, so what does Revelation do? Return a permanent. Okay, GG. You're getting revealed. G to the G. Alright, our opponent is Kelvin G23. He is a veteran brawler. We get to go first. We do have stock ups, but not enough red. Let's hope the archive can help us get there. I mean, I hate keeping 2 landers, but it is what it is, you know? In what scenario would I need this authority? Alright, because I need lands more than anything else. Oh, come on. Don't give me a mana screw game 2 games in a row. Alright, they're dragons. They're black dragons? I am going to get mana screw 2 games in a row. Alright, in the last 2 games, I've drawn about 30 cards together. And I've drawn 4 lands total. So, do I even have dragons? I don't have dragons. Gotta discard something. Probably the split up here. Pixie? Stop that Pixie from happening. Oh, a land! What do you know? Now we can play the game. I take another land. I'll take a 3 steps. Don't think Abrade hits much. I already have a Helix. More drains. Ouch. We got more pixies and hopeless nightmares. Wish Claw. Oh man, I wish I had that Abrade now. Do I even want to play Beza here? I don't think so, right? We'll just stock up again. And do we stock up again? He's gonna wish for any card he wants. That might be an issue. pretty sure he's gonna wish for like a whatchamacallit, like a temporary lockdown. So do we drop our Beza? Drop the Helix. Helix is life gain, but so is Beza, right? Beza's a stronger life gain, gains 4 life. Shiko. Alright. I mean, it's not great. But if he's not going to use his talismans, then I'm not going to do anything with my turn. Okay, now I can do stuff with my turn. Let's stock. I'll take the Fabled Passage. And probably another Shiko. Do I want to get lost? No. Probably another Shiko, right? Yeah, just keep getting Shikos is good. So run it back. Do I want a red mana or a white mana? I only have 1 white. Do I need 2 white mana this turn for any reason? No, so let's get a red mana. I have 2 blue anyway, so I do have a 3 steps. Kieran. That's fine. We will just discard a card. To the Hopeless Nightmare. Beza is a lot of life, but I guess we have to toss it, right? What am I doing next turn? Might just be playing Beza. If I Shiko, what am I Shikoing? Another stock up? It's kind of tricky. I don't think I have time for Bezas. There's a split up. Do I just stock up again? I think I have to. I have to hit a land here. I do hit a land. That's pretty important. Revelation's good. I have blue, white, so let's get red, red, white in. Now I can get a land. Scroll shift. Alright. Not a very good scroll shift. I just lose the 2 life. United Battlefront, huh? No, I don't want that to happen, so I want to counter that. Here's a dragon. Behold! I have a dragon! And now the game is on. Vigilance. It's not a land. That one just get lost? It's not a land. It's not a land. I'll toss it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7, so if I Chandra here, I will only have 1 mana left. I don't want that to happen. Momentum breaker, huh? I guess we'll sack the Shiko. Actually, no, I don't have to do that. We return a permanent. Let's return the Wishclaw Talisman. He has to play it again. Alright, we'll return that. We'll deal 4 damage to the Kieran. Or to the face. No, to the Kieran. And I'll get 2 monks. Can't activate. Oh, you could activate the Wishclaw in response. I keep thinking it's sorcery. It's not sorcery. It's only during your turn. But hey, you know, I still get a lot of things happening. So if he wants to temporarily lock down this turn, I can start countering his lockdowns. And I'll sack the 1/1. It's probably a lockdown. There you go. How did I know? But that's fine, because I just need to have lands out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will make it 9 mana. And 9 mana means Chandra does her thing.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
I get a stock up to next turn.
This'll work.
That's fine. Just as long as he's not killing the temporary lockdown somehow, I can get through without any problem. Wow, he's not playing anything with a Chandra on board.
Here, have a gift.
Yeah, it's double blue. This is double stock up. I say that's pretty good.
I'm ending this fight.
I draw 4 cards. Yeah, that seems good. It's 1 mana, draw 4. Meringue and let's get a tap land. I have a bunch of untapped lands, and this is also untapped, so this will do. Scroll shift. That's rough. Counter it. Behold, a dragon. I gotta discard, what, 1 card? There you go. Now what? Wish Claw Talisman. Use it. I dare you. Pixie. Alright, this is where it gets tricky because if he pixies back the lockdown, what happens? There's 2 Nightmare and 2 Corroding Dragon thingamajiggers. So I want to counter that. What else can I do after I counter it? Because I only get 1 counter spells. So I counter this, he used the Wish Claw, and he just brings it back anyways. Let's just let this happen. So my Shiko is gonna die, right? Do I want to draw like 8 cards? Or do I want to gain like a buttload of life? No, let's draw a bunch of cards. This gets copied.
Fight with your heart.
Scar land. Scar another land. I can discard that land. And he's bouncing the temporary lockdown, so we'll let that bounce go through. How many is this? That is enough to kill me, so we'll have to hit the Nurturing Pixie with a Helix. Alright, I gotta discard a car. Split up. Discard another car. Thundering Falls. I'm down to 3. And there goes my last creature. But if he plays the lockdown, then he gives up his entire board. And all I need to do is make sure I counter his stuff. Which I can do. Will do. There's a Helix in the graveyard, right? There's a Helix in the graveyard, so all I gotta do is make sure that I hit this.
No turning back now. No
Oh, that Revelation.
No problem.
Okay. They got 1 spell. Nice top deck. Actually, here's what I want to do first. I want to double Helix him and then counter, right? He's tapped out. Yeah.
It's now or never.
You can have all the best top deck in the world, but once you get countered, game's over. Yeah. We survived. We were pretty close to dead, but we got through it. Alright, our opponent is Sonio. Oh boy, I've never faced a YouTuber this obvious before. And our opponent goes first. Is Sonio gonna play an aggro deck? Not likely. It looks very Azorius. And this is very anti-aggro, so I got a mulligan this hand. Okay, fine. I'll keep. Put away an authority. I don't need that many. I don't need any authorities, honestly. They're gonna be blue-eye control. And I'm gonna need a land, right? Yeah, I'm gonna need a land. So, believe it or not, I have to toss the Exhale. Come on. Come on. This is blue-eye control. It's probably blue-eye control, so if I play the stock up, it just gets countered. Do I just run into a counterspell anyways? Yeah. Just gonna run into a counterspell anyways. There it is. Force him to use a counterspell before he gets value out of it, I guess. Beza. He gets one card. That's not that great. I'm okay with that. Do I play this Cori Mountain? It is going to play untapped. But I don't have a white mana. I would much rather have a white mana on the stock up. Okay, I do get a white mana right here. And do you take the Shiko? I think we take the Shiko. Would I be able to use the Shiko? We'll find out. The authorities aren't that useful against this deck, obviously, but it's not useful, right? So we will go with it. They still have 2 mana. They're gonna hit us for 4. I don't really want my Shiko to just get countered, so maybe it's just split up the time. He has 2 mana, maybe he has a counter. Okay, I can't even use that. What am I even trying to do? Exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. This is not great. But we'll take another 4. Because I just play into a counterspell will just be bad. So we'll take this damage. Our land base was pretty awful. What are we gonna get? We get a land. That's good. That's marginal. I mean, this also can just get countered. He has like 500 lands open. Destroy all tap creatures. Let's see how much he cares about saving his Beza. He probably cares a lot. Or not. Something scarier is coming. Is it Mind Splice? No, it's a Meringue. Draw 4 cards, discard 2. Or discard 1. No, draw 3 cards, discard 1. Okay, okay. It's a counterspell heavy deck, so I'm not gonna be... It's not gonna be easy for me to kind of get any spell to resolve. But you never know. Didn't attack with the Anchorage either. So, I guess... Oh man, too many Shikos. I don't think he's going to tap out. So he's going to stock up. We'll let him stock up. He has 4 mana. It's definitely enough to do any counter plays. It's 5 mana. Plenty of mana to do other counter plays. We'll take white. I'm kind of short on white. And we will try to Cori, Monastery, Mountain, whatever, Majigger. We get a land. Good. I just want to hit lands. They toss their DOJ. Elegant Parlor. I guess we're gonna see who blinks first. I do want that land. They are just gonna hold up counter spells and try to Jace me, I guess. Where lands at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's not enough, right? I mean, he could just counter Shiko and draw cards that I don't get anywhere, but he is building up to a pretty massive board. I get an Abrade. Abrade's pretty useless here, so I'm not too sad about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do have 10 mana. If I get to 12 mana, I can Shiko into a Jeskai Revelation in one turn. That might be what I'm aiming for. I am drawing 2 cards a turn, so that's good so far, but of course if he chases me at some point, I'm not gonna like that. As long as I have land drops, I think I can hold on. But as soon as I run out of land drops, that's where issues happen. I have a Get Lost. That's not so great. Alright, let's archive, see what we're gonna hit. Okay, it is a land drop. I do want to hit land drops, so they want to play something. A Hornlock Whale. They do have 3 more mana, but I gotta put a stop right here so that I can. Well, it takes the damage. I could Get Lost it. While Get Lost is gonna go away anyways. Is he gonna fight? He didn't fight it. I don't have 7 mana, but that's okay. This will give me the red mana. Chandra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 mana. Maybe it's time for Shiko to do its thing. It's just gonna get countered. Yeah, seems about right. Guess one of us has to blink, right? The problem with this is if I don't blink, he's going to win. Because his deck has the Millwind con, and my deck doesn't. So that's the scary part. We have 3 steps. Alright, 3 steps is something. I'm just gonna Shiko it again. Oh, he's letting Shiko out. Okay. He is afraid of the 3-step, but that allows me to stalk him. This is important. And I want to keep hitting my land drop, right? Is Get Lost that useful against their Jaces? Maybe. Maybe not. I want to keep hitting land drop. I'm gonna discard anyways. Probably discard the Abrade. No, I'll discard the Authority. They didn't play anything because of the 3 steps. I guess we'll keep doing this. We are getting pretty low to where 2 Jaces will kill us. Let's go for the attack first. Get Lost the Shiko. Alright, we'll stock up here. Helix, and I just take another land. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough for another Jeskai. Or another Shiko, right? We're really just gonna get chased out here, I feel. I don't know how many counter spells he has. He's gonna meringue again. Okay, we'll let him meringue. I'm just afraid of the counter spells, which he probably has 3 steps. Discard 2 cards. Yeah, he probably has 4 3 steps. And I'm not gonna be able to hit all the stuff I want. So at least deal 3 damage to his face. I have more Dispelling Exhale, though. I wish I could draw them. Another Shiko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not enough, really, but I can definitely try the Shiko again. How many counter spells would they have? Would they have a negate in their deck? That's all relevant questions. They have another 3-step. They are going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I can't counter this with the Dispelling Exhale. They have no more lies. Alright, this is pretty much game. If there's no more lies in their deck, then they have way too many counter spells for the things I want to play. And now they have a Fountain Port too. Oh, having a Fountain Port is pretty bad for me. Letting this out. So I'm gonna stock up or Helix? Probably still stock up. Alright. Guess I know what we're doing. Let's see if he wants to create a something. He's gonna get lost. My Shiko. I can't protect Shiko, huh? No. That's the last of the Shikos. Let's Abrade it. They're gonna stock up. Yep. You got it. You just Jace me and I'll die. I only have 18 cards left, so not looking too good here. Beza? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're gonna gain the life, so all the damage I dealt meant nothing. I don't have a ping land here, right? None of these are ping lands. Unfortunate. Also, he's gonna gain me the life because of authority. Let's do the Revelation. We'll bounce your Restless Anchorage. 4 damage to your face. See if he wants to let this go through. You can definitely easily counter it. But, you know, something's gotta happen. he gonna let Chandra through? He's gonna have it 3 steps ahead. 1, 2, 3. 4 mana. So we will Jeskai Revelation. Return this spell. Does 4 damage to you. Draw the card. We put our Chandra. Be 3 steps ahead again. And we counter. Squelch. Double prowess. Right.
Stopping tyrants like you is kind of my thing. Fuel up.
I could deal like 8 damage to him. Is that enough? Should I kill the Beza? I think I want to kill the Beza.
No turning back now.
I don't think it's enough, but it's the best I can do. His deck is pretty stacked against ours, to be honest. Temporary lockdown? Pretty sure he wants that. No? I mean, it only takes out these map tokens, I guess. Not too great. Get lost? Yeah, he definitely wants that. Temporary lockdown. Locks down my monks. Can't stop it. Attacks my face. Is he just holding on to the get lost? That can't be right. Yeah, there you go.
You're about to be very sorry.
Bring him to 4. I don't know if this is enough. I'm out of cards. I only have 15 cards left. Yeah, I'm out of cards here. If this gets countered, then it's GG, right? It didn't get countered, so I guess that's something. Oh boy. How do I copy a spell or something? Destroy all tap creatures. Buy ourselves some time. Don't think I need the authorities. Do I? Also don't think I need the lands. Might be a discard fodder for 3 steps. Right. How many Lightning Helix have I played? 1, 2. 2 Lightning Helix and 4 Shikos, right? Yeah, all 4 Shikos are out. I don't think I get to copy anything. Let's Helix him right now. Oh wait, I killed him. Ah, GG. Oh no, he made a treasure. I thought he was gonna make a fish. Well, now he can't make fishes. He can still draw cards. He's gonna draw more cards. Yeah, for a 3-color deck, I can run Fountain Pour, but he can run Fountain Pour. And that's pretty annoying. Let's go for it. I gotta do something at some point. I have a get lost? That's not very good. My turn. Marengo. We do this again. I'm kind of running out of cards. 2 target non-land permanents. So I can bounce these. Then my Marengo will die. Let's just do the catch and release. I'll discard the authority. I don't need to gain the life. I'll play a land. Can't believe it, but Beza might actually draw me a card. Gotta keep the Beza alive. And hopefully... Right end. Okay, I don't get to keep the Beza alive. Or I can counter it. Going all out. You can counter this. It will get lost. Alright, so that will get rid of everything I have. But I still counter it. So I still do draw 2 cards. And then discard a card. Do I have any more Lightning Helix though? That's the question. Meringue. Don't remember if I have 3 or 4. Actually, did I exile one? I didn't exile one, but that was both my Jeskai Revelations. He's gonna get all his mana back. That's not great. I got 6 cards left. Stock up. I mean, if he just won Jace, I die, right? Pretty sure he has a Jace in his deck. He's also down to 11 cards, but... I'm down to 1 mana. Oh, he's gonna attack me. That's fine. I can live with all this. I'm at 31. Life is not going to matter. I don't think this attack is right. Maybe he wants the maps. But yeah, I don't think he needs to attack. Also, he put himself in a pretty precarious situation because maybe he's trying to get lethal. I don't really remember what's left in the deck. So, let's find out if I have a win con at all. Or am I just screwed? Oh, I'm just screwed. Okay. I thought I had 4 Helix. I only have 3 Helix in the deck. So, this is not going to do anything. He has too much mana. Beza is not going to do anything. It's just going to make me draw out. And Meringue is not going to do anything. It will just bounce. You can just block with those anchorages every turn. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's game. GG. That was fun, but I ran out of cards. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all of those games, how does this deck feel? I think this deck performed swimmingly. It definitely beat red the way that I thought it would, right? Just authority and split up, just eat all the red deck alive, which makes me happy. But we lost that 1 game to Sonio. I really wanted to win that game, but I guess I miscounted that. I thought I only played 3 Lightning Helix, but 1 was in the graveyard and just didn't see it. It's really hard on Arena to kind of scroll through because there's no way for you to, order your graveyard or collect your graveyard to see how many. And there's a clock, so I didn't want to spend too much time focusing on where my Lightning Helixes are. But yeah, for that game, of course, against Blue-Eye Control, we are on the back foot, right? Our deck does not fight well against Blue-Eye Control because they have counterspells and they counter our plays and we can't do anything against that. And we don't have any way to push through a counterspell because we only have a middling number of counters and our actual counterspell is mana based, so they could just pay the mana. And so yeah, that's the problem. They even have what is that card called again? The Nowhere to Run? No. No More Lies. That is their mana-based counter, but them having mana-based counter on top of their other counterspell makes it so that even more difficult for us to push through. If it was a best of 3, I might be able to have a better sideboard against their deck and put in like Fountain Pores and Myrics and things to try to push damage. That would have got us there. We were like 1 damage off, right? So yeah, that's kind of tricky. Also, the Authority of the Consul, I didn't think about it too much, but I think it might have cost us the game. Of course, early game, I wouldn't know that, but playing the Authority of the Consul gave them life, or gave me life, so that my life was ahead of theirs, such that their Beza gained them life. If their Beza did not gain them life, we would probably get there for the lethal, but you have no way of knowing exactly how any of these games would have shaped out in turn 1 or 2, whether or not to play the Authority. But gave us on life so that we can kind of sustain if they have Bezas attacking us. And honestly, like I lost that game, but I'm very happy that we played through that game. I'm very happy with the way that it shaped out. I learned a lot about how to play against Blue Eye Control, and this is something that I always notice with my gameplay, because I'm traditionally sort of a combo mechanic control deck where I'm trying to win off one big combo, and I always forget to push damage whenever you can, and that game cost us, right? If I was able to push just an extra damage anywhere in that game, I would have won, and that's where I have to recognize that, where am I missing that damage? Could it be that one of the Lightning Helix shouldn't be hitting their creatures? Could it be that I should keep on to Chandra a little bit more to double Lightning Helix? Could it be that when I play Chandra, I should have just dealt -4 and deal 4 damage to their board and try to get as much damage in as possible? All of that could be something that I should have considered, which I did not consider. And yeah, so I learned something that makes it a worthwhile match to have. And we were pretty close. It was a very fun game. If every Magic game was that fun, I would not be as salty. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you guys next time.